everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Rare Beauty Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. If you do want to see a review and a demo, then please keep watching. As a huge favor, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and comment anything down below. I greatly appreciate it. I read all the comments and I will do my best to reply back. This product retails for $29 at Sephora. I purchased 3 different shades because I wasn't sure what shade was going to match. I used the online shade finder on Sephora's website and it matched me to 3 different shades. I do want to read a little bit about this. A flexible tinted moisturizer that immediately blurs skin with glowy, light to medium coverage, all while hydrating and protecting skin from the sun. It does also state that it has an SPF of 20 and under. Here's a closer look on what the packaging looks like. It says Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer, Broad Spectrum SPF 20 Sunscreen. You have the shade number. This is 36C. And then right underneath that it says a weightless tinted moisturizer that instantly blurs and hydrates skin with light to medium coverage and a natural finish. You get 1 fluid ounces of product or 30 milliliter. Again, the shade name is printed up at the top. Down at the bottom you have the barcode. On the side of the packaging you have some information. On the back of the packaging you have the directions and the active ingredients. On this side it states that this was made in Italy. So let's open this up. Here's what the bottle looks like. This is a plastic squeezy tube. It says Rare Beauty, and then on the other side it has some information. It also has an expiration date. Let's shake this up. Here's what the shade in 36C looks like. It is a little bit runny. Let's blend this out. .36C looks like it would match. I purchased 2 other shades just in case, 38N and 40N, so let's see what both of these shades look like. Here's what 38N looks like. This looks a little bit too golden. .38N has a golden undertone. It's a little bit too golden for me. Here's what the shade in 40N looks like. 40N looks a little bit neutral. Here's what all 3 shades look like. I'll wait until the swatches dry down completely and then I'll apply a fresh swatch. Here's what the shade in 40N looks like. Here's what all 3 shades look like. Again, both of these shades look very golden, so I think I'm going to go with the shade in 36C. I'm going to remove these swatches. I just finished cleansing my skin. I'm going to be applying the tinted moisturizer on my bare skin. I don't have any moisturizer, primer, nothing. I'm going to apply a little bit. I applied 1 drop on the back of my hand. I want to see what it looks like blended out using my fingertip. And then if I don't like what it looks like, I'll use a sponge or a brush. I feel like I applied too much product. It's not sinking into the skin. I feel like it's just sitting on top. But again, that could be me. I probably applied too much product. Okay, there we go. I feel like now it's kind of sinking in. But I'm not getting a whole lot of coverage. They claim that this product is a light to medium coverage. It's definitely not covering up my redness nor my hyperpigmentation. I don't think it's blurring. I'm looking up close in the mirror. I have a little bit more on my fingertip. Let's apply some to my forehead. Here's what it looks like side by side. Here we have the tinted moisturizer. And then here we have nothing, bare skin. I like the shade, but I don't like the coverage. It's not covering up anything. My redness is still peeking through and my hyperpigmentation. Squeeze out 1 more drop on the back of my hand. I'll dot it all over and we'll see what it looks like using a foundation brush. Here's what it looks like using a foundation brush. I don't think it gave me more coverage using a brush versus my fingertips. I feel like it gave me the same coverage. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. My eyes are starting to get a little bit watery, I think because of the SPF in this product. My eyes tend to get watery whenever I use a different SPF. I've always used the Supergoop and I've never had any issues. For some reason, whatever ingredient that they have in the sunscreen is making me teary-eyed. My eyes might get watery throughout the day. I do want to apply a little bit of mascara. This is from L'Oreal. This is their Lash Paradise. I haven't used this mascara in a while. I normally reach for my Rare Beauty mascara. I purchased this the other day. I forgot how good it was. For lips, I'm going to apply my Pat McGrath lip liner in Structure. I'm going to line my lips and then I'll fill it in. Here's what all 3 shades look like dried down, and then I'll do a fresh pump of each. Here's what the first shade in 36C looks like. Again, it does dry down a little bit darker. Here we have 38N. Same thing, it does oxidize. And the last shade is 40N. Once again, it does dry down darker. Here's a closer look on what all 3 shades look like freshly swatched and then dried down. Here's one last look on what everything looks like. I won't be setting the Tinted Moisturizer with any setting powder. I do want to see how it wears on its own. I will check back in at the end of the night and I will see you then. Hey guys, it is the end of the night of me testing out the Rare Beauty Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. Here's how it wore throughout the day. I like how it held up throughout my day. I did not have a chance to blot. I have a little blotting tissue here. I want to see how much foundation does come off. Here's how much foundation came off on the blotting tissue. Here's what one side looks like after I blotted. Again, the coverage went away. You can see my redness peeking through, and again, my hyperpigmentation. I'm looking up close in the mirror and I don't think that this product blurred any of my pores. I do want to see what this tinted moisturizer looks like with primer and setting powder. I will check back in tomorrow and I will see you then. Hey guys, it is day 2 of me testing out the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer. I already primed and moisturized my skin. For moisturizer, I use my Believe True Cream Aqua Bomb. For primer, I applied the One Size Secure the Blur. Today, I'm going to be applying the tinted moisturizer all over, and I'm going to be setting it with setting powder. I'm going to be blending it out using a foundation brush. I think I applied too much product on this side. I forgot to mention yesterday the sunscreen did end up irritating my eyes the entire day. That's why yesterday you might have seen a little bit of the tinted moisturizer removed from underneath my eye. I was using a tissue, just dabbing it off. The tinted moisturizer doesn't absorb into my skin. I feel like it's sitting on top of my skin. It doesn't want to blend in. Even when I tried to blend it in using my fingertips, it still wasn't blending in. Here's one layer of what the tinted moisturizer looks like. I do want to see if this formula is buildable. So I'm going to apply a second layer, and of course blending it in using my foundation brush. Here's what 2 layers of the tinted moisturizer looks like. I don't feel like it added additional coverage. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm going to set with my Too Faced Peach Perfect Setting Powder. For mascara, I'm going to apply the Rare Beauty Volumizing Mascara. For lips, I'm going to apply the Tower 28 Shine On Lip Jelly in the shade Almond. Here's what everything looks like. I will check back in at the end of the night and I will see you then. Hey guys, it's the end of the night. Here's how the makeup performed. I am very shiny around my cheek area. I did not get a chance to blot throughout my day. I'm not liking how the foundation wore throughout the day after I did set it with setting powder and with my primer underneath. It did crease underneath my eyes as well. I'm gonna look up so you can see. That's after I did set. It did also crease right above my eyelids as well. I'm not sure why it did that. It also creased where my necklines are. And my foundation is breaking apart towards my mouth. I did set it with setting powder and it did end up creasing. I don't like how my makeup is looking towards the end of the night. I want to see how the tinted moisturizer performs with her foundation. So I will check back in with you guys tomorrow and I will see you then. Hey guys, it is day 3 of me testing out the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer. Today I'm going to be mixing mixing in the Tinted Moisturizer with the foundation. I already primed and moisturized my skin. For moisturizer, I went in with my Believe Aqua Bomb. And then for primer, I used my YSL Touche Éclat Blurring Primer, since this tinted moisturizer doesn't blur. The shade I applied is 330N. Now I'm going to apply the tinted moisturizer. Using my foundation brush, I'm going to blend everything in. I'm just going to go over everything using my damp beauty blender. Here's what everything looks like. I'm going to apply a little bit of the foundation where my hyperpigmentation is, and I'm going to let that dry down a bit. While that's drying, I'm going to apply a little bit of brow product to my eyebrows. This is from e.l.f. This is their Wow Brow. This is in the shade Neutral. Going back in using my beauty blender, I'm going to blend this. I'm going to set everything with my Too Faced Peach Perfect setting powder. For mascara, I'm going to apply the L'Oreal Unlimited. I remember I used to love this mascara. I saw it in store the other day. Look how good that mascara made my lashes. I purchased a ton of my favorite mascaras. For lips, I'm going to apply the shade In Confidence from Jaclyn Cosmetics. I'm just going to do a little bit. I'm going to blend it in using my fingertip. That's what I've been doing the past couple of days. Here's what everything looks like. I like how the foundation and the tinted moisturizer looked paired together. I'm loving the coverage. I will check back in at the end of the night to see how everything looks, and I will see you then. Hey guys, it's the end of the night. Here's how the foundation wore throughout my day. I love how the tinted moisturizer looks with the foundation. One thing I do want to point out is that the foundation did crease significantly underneath my eyes. I'm going to look up so you can see. Everything looks so good. I'm not super shiny. That's because I prepped my skin very well. I moisturized and I used a blurring primer. Tomorrow I'm going to apply the tinted moisturizer with makeup on top. So blush, bronzer, we'll see what that looks like, and I will see you then. Hey guys, it's day 4 of me testing out the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer. Today I want to see what the tinted moisturizer looks like with all my makeup products on top. I'm going to give this a good little shake. I'm going to apply some to the back of my hand, and I'll dot this all over. Using my foundation brush, I'm going to blend this. I already primed and moisturized my skin. Of course, for moisturizer, I went with my Believe True Cream Aqua Bomb. And then for primer, I used my YSL Touche Éclat Blurring Primer. Here's what one layer of the tinted moisturizer looks like. I don't like how the tinted moisturizer is sitting on top of my skin, and again, it still didn't cover up any of my redness or my hyperpigmentation. For concealer, I'm going to apply the NYX Bear With Me. This is in the shade Tan. I'm going to apply a little bit. I'll do 2 drops on each side. Using that same foundation brush, I'll blend it in. I'm going to mix in a little bit of my KVD Good Apple Concealer. While that's setting, I'm going to fill in my eyebrows. Going back in with my damp beauty blender, I'm going to blend this in. I'm almost out of this powder, but luckily I do have a backup. It's no longer on Too Faced's website. It's no longer at Sephora. I'm going to have to look for a new setting powder. If you have a Holy Grail setting powder, please let me know in the comments. For bronzer, I'm going to apply the ABH Powder Bronzer in the shade Saddle. For blush, I'm going to apply the shade In Sunkissed from Jaclyn Cosmetics. For mascara, I'm going to apply the Essence Lash Princess False Effect Mascara. For lips, I'm going to apply the ColourPop Lip Oil in the shade Skinny Dip. Here's what everything looks like. I will check back in at the end of the day to see how everything wears, and I will see you then. Hey guys, it's the end of the night. Here's how the makeup wore throughout the day. I'm super shiny and I did not get a chance to blot throughout my day. The tinted moisturizer did end up creasing again underneath my eyes. I'm gonna look up so you can see. I did set underneath my eyes with setting powder. I do feel like the tinted moisturizer is breaking down rather quickly, especially around my mouth. I still have a couple of more days to test out the tinted moisturizer. I will check back in towards the end of the week for my final update, and I will see you then. Hey guys, it is the end of the week of me testing out the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer. My final thoughts on this tinted moisturizer is that I don't like it on its own. I do like it paired with a full coverage foundation. I currently have the tinted moisturizer on. I paired it with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and I think it looks pretty great paired together. What do you guys think? Here's what it's looking like. I applied my blush, my bronzer, and setting powder. I feel like mixing in a few drops of the tinted moisturizer with your current foundation I think is best. I wouldn't use the tinted moisturizer on its own. I don't like the light coverage, and I don't find that it blurs or covers up my redness or my hyperpigmentation. It doesn't want to sink into the skin. That's another thing I don't like about it. And again, it did end up creasing underneath my eyes. I'm gonna look up so you can see. I've been wearing the tinted moisturizer for a good 7 to 8 hours and it still ends up creasing. I will continue to use up the tinted moisturizers I purchased. I'm going to mix it in with my foundations, but I will not be repurchasing. Let me know in the comments down below if you have tried this tinted moisturizer from Rare Beauty. If you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.